Hello guys, so let's talk about Attack of the Fontus Ultimate. So let's get into it. In my case, I'm not actually really doing something fancy. I'm even using an Elizabeth Ace because I'm farming it, but for a lot of you that might not actually be an option. So if we look at the frontline skill, on the left side there's a striker. He does recover action bar within the position of a shot, so that's kind of annoying. The rest of it is pretty weak, so that's completely fine. Just be aware it's going to be like an aerial kind of idea. A crit rate, crit, attack power, decrease inflicted damage with a penetration, we don't care. Decrease inflicted damage within the position, with a pass. So you kind of want to take this guy out if you can. Somehow he's also a striker. And the last guy is also a striker. Increased damage to goalkeeper, penetration, defense. I'd say the right and the left one are easy to penetrate. The right one might be the one doing the most damage depending on how your goalkeeper is built. So it again shouldn't be that big of a problem. They have no dedicated passer, even though they have passer buffs. So it makes no difference. You shouldn't have any big issue. And again, if some of you still have their Vonchis, this should be an easy way to beat this match by putting them in backline as always. Now in midline, what do we have? Penetration. It's pretty decent. Nothing really epic. They all got a little bit of DR, a little bit of penetration buff, but they don't have anything that can be really frustrating. Now this is something that's actually extremely frustrating. Increased defensive team by 100% for 12 minutes. It's not because it's that great of a buff. It's just really annoying because it means that the entire team's going to have an extremely high chance of co-op defending you. So you really want to get the ball out of there before he can use it. Or use Spirit Burn, anything like a Malcolm, a midline Miho, a Valkia, anything that can stop him from using this active. Because when you don't, in frontline, he's just going to co-op defense your life. And unless you have a really strong team, that might actually be a problem for you. Increased crit rate, that's nothing. Increased critical damage, decrease inflicted damage of a crit hit, increased counter-attack resistance of penetration. All that means is you're not really going to be able to steal the ball from him if he's trying to penetrate you. And he does have a decent DR, so as always, go on either one of the sides, especially on a 4-man mid. Recovers action bar in the position of a shot. I mean, why is there a striker skill here? It doesn't really apply. I don't know if this actually applies when someone tries to attack, but it does say shot, so I'm guessing not. Also really bad. You can steal from that guy whenever he has the ball. Crit rate, critical damage, we don't care. Attack power, decrease inflicted damage with a penetration isn't important. Decrease inflicted damage within the position of a pass. Again, if you really want to make this easy, go to this guy and try to destroy him. If he's on low life, he will then become annoying, giving DR to the entire line. So basically, whatever this color is, because they kind of all look the same to me, I'm going to say orange. The orange defender is kind of annoying because of the pass skill, except for that they're completely destroyable. So ideally, try to take those guys out first. Again, they have the exact same build, irrelevant of the line they're on. So from the point you understand how one works, it's pretty easy. I mean, he has increased damage on the goalkeeper, and he's in the back line. Explain to me how a backliner gets to a goalkeeper unless his name is Vonchi. Again, very same thing. They have a decent steal with reflex buff, but nothing magical. And on the goalkeeper front, he does have decreased hype and spirit with a penetration, increased max hype when attacked, increased critical resistance, counter-attack resistance. This should be very easy to crit down, and after he uses his active, you can take him out. So just to point out what team I'm using a farm team actually. The reason I'm doing this is because of the Coliseum of Trials 310, and also the one for Monodark in the 4 somethings or 5 somethings. So I actually need an MSUT Fontus, maybe even go up a few ranks of Transcend. So this is why I'm actually pulling this off. The entire objective is to max him out. This hasn't seemed to be a problem. I've already gotten 2 copies and I've only burnt 200 strength. I am using strength reduced, so my stats are much lower than they should be, because I had to switch out some managers. But seriously, there isn't really a big problem for my team. Don't do this if your team has issues. It's fine if it costs you a little bit more strength, if you can actually win it. I am running it in Ultimate, so that also might affect some people. Running it in Ultimate and winning compared to running it in a different difficulty and using a Clover Ace is a better deal because in Ultimate, the drop chance of fontus is much higher. Let's hope that I get him. So again, they're not really that strong. They're in the 2000s. They have not that great of a DR. And all they really have is an active block. Next shot, it's over. And yeah, Cheetos is there because I want this match to win fast, so I'm not even trying to run Milky Way there. That's basically what's going to go down. Like I said, it's one of the easier boss matches, so you shouldn't have any big problem. And you're not really losing strength because the chances of you getting a 4-star are extremely high when doing this. And I've gotten a lot of ogres from this, so especially for the people in the ogre cult, it's also a great way to farm them. So I hope this helps you guys understand how it works. If you have any comments, please write in the description, subscribe, or do any requests. Just do check. I haven't already done a video on it because I've had a few problems with that in the past. Have a good day, guys.